What kind of driver could dominate in rain-soaked chaos, redefine rivalries, and leave a legacy unmatched? Ayrton Senna wasn't just a Formula One champion. He was a force of nature. His battles with Alain Prost, his breathtaking victories, and his tragic final race cemented his place as an icon in motorsport. Let's dive into the life and career of a legend who changed the sport forever. Born on March 21, 1960, in São Paulo, Brazil, Ayrton Senna displayed his racing talent from an early age. Raised in a middle-class family, Senna's father recognized his potential and introduced him to karting at just 4 years old. This early exposure laid the foundation for his precision and fearless driving style. Senna began competing in karting championships as a teenager, winning the South American Kart Championship in both 1977 and 1978, proving his dominance in the sport's grassroots level. By the early 1980s, Senna's career shifted to European single-seater series, where he quickly made a name for himself. Competing in Formula Ford and later in the British Formula 3 Championship, Senna showcased his ability to adapt to various cars and track conditions. His relentless pursuit of perfection and unmatched focus earned him the 1983 British F3 title, catching the attention of Formula One teams. Senna's Formula One debut came in 1984 with the Toleman team. Despite driving for a midfield team, Senna stunned the motorsport world at the Monaco Grand Prix. Battling torrential rain, he climbed from 13th on the grid to finish second, nearly overtaking Alain Prost for the win before the race was halted. This performance marked him as a future F1 superstar. Ayrton Senna's driving style was an unparalleled combination of precision, aggression, and raw talent. Known for his uncanny ability to find grip in wet conditions, Senna earned the nickname Rainmaster. His performance in the 1985 Portuguese Grand Prix exemplified this talent, where he dominated a rain-soaked race, lapping all but the second-place finisher. Senna's mastery in wet conditions was as much mental as it was technical. He described being in a near-meditative state while racing in the rain. Senna's brilliance wasn't limited to adverse conditions. His qualifying performances were legendary, securing a then-record 65 pole positions during his F1 career. Senna had an aggressive and calculated approach to qualifying, often pushing the car beyond its theoretical limits. His pole at the 1988 Monaco Grand Prix, where he was nearly 1.5 seconds faster than teammate Alain Prost, remains a benchmark in F1 history. Throughout his career, Senna achieved 41 Grand Prix victories and 3 World Championships. These titles were secured during his time with McLaren, where he and Prost engaged in some of F1's fiercest on-track battles. Senna's victories showcased his adaptability, whether it was the precision required at Monaco or the strategic brilliance displayed at the Japanese Grand Prix. His ability to perform under pressure and his determination to win, no matter the odds, made him a fan favorite and a true competitor. Ayrton Senna's rivalry with Alain Prost is one of the most famous and contentious in Formula One history. The two drivers were polar opposites in style and personality. Senna, the passionate and aggressive racer who took risks to achieve greatness, and Prost, the calculated strategist who meticulously planned his approach. Their rivalry began in earnest when they became teammates at McLaren in 1988. That year, the McLaren-Honda duo was dominant, winning 15 of 16 races. Senna ultimately claimed the championship, beating Prost by 3 wins. However, their relationship soured when Prost accused Senna of breaking a pre-race agreement during the San Marino Grand Prix. This disagreement planted the seeds of a feud that would escalate over the next few seasons. The rivalry reached its peak during the Japanese Grand Prix in 1989 and 1990. In 1989, Prost and Senna collided at Suzuka, with Prost retiring and Senna continuing to win the race, only to be disqualified for rejoining the track improperly. The incident handed Prost the championship. The following year, in a dramatic turn of events, Senna retaliated at Suzuka by deliberately colliding with Prost at the first corner, securing his second title in the process. These incidents highlighted both drivers' unrelenting competitiveness, but also sparked debates about ethics in motorsport. Despite their clashes, Senna and Prost reconciled before Senna's death in 1994. Their rivalry defined an era in F1, elevating the sport's drama and intensity while producing some of its most memorable races. Their contrasting approaches and fierce battles remain a benchmark for rivalries in motorsport. The morning of May 1st, 1994, began under a cloud of apprehension at the Autodromo Enzo Edino Ferrari in Imola, Italy. The San Marino Grand Prix weekend had already been marred by tragedy, On Saturday, Austrian driver Roland Ratzenberger had died during qualifying, and Rubens Barrichello had suffered a horrifying crash the day before. The atmosphere in the paddock was somber, and many drivers, including Ayrton Senna, felt uneasy about continuing the race. The weather that day was clear and sunny, a stark contrast to the dark events that would unfold. As the race began, an early crash between Pedro Lamy and JJ Lehto brought out the safety car, forcing the drivers to maintain low speeds for several laps. This delay caused tire temperatures and pressures to drop, a critical factor in what was to come. On lap 7, the green flag signaled the resumption of the race, and Senna, driving his Williams FW16, began pushing hard to maintain his lead over Michael Schumacher. Just moments later at the Tamburello corner, a high-speed sweeping left-hander, Senna's car suddenly veered off the track. The Williams smashed into the concrete wall at over 200 kilometers per hour. Marshals and medical personnel rushed to the scene, but the damage was catastrophic. A suspension arm from the car pierced Senna's helmet, causing fatal head injuries. Despite the best efforts of medical teams, including F1's chief medical officer, Professor Sid Watkins, Senna was pronounced dead later that day. The aftermath of Senna's death sent shockwaves through the motorsport community and beyond. The Brazilian government declared 3 days of national mourning, and millions attended his funeral in São Paulo, where his coffin was draped in the Brazilian flag. Tributes poured in from around the world, highlighting not just his extraordinary talent, but his humility and dedication to helping others. His philanthropic work through the Instituto Ayrton Senna became a beacon of hope, continuing his mission to improve the lives of Brazil's underprivileged children. Senna's passing marked a turning point for Formula One. The FIA introduced sweeping safety reforms, including redesigned circuits, stronger crash barriers, and improved car safety features like the head and neck support hands device. His death became a catalyst for change, transforming F1 into one of the safest motorsports in the world today. Even decades later, Ayrton Senna's story resonates deeply. His life, filled with triumph and tragedy, serves as a reminder of the sport's dangers and the courage it takes to push the limits. Senna wasn't just a champion on the track. He was a symbol of resilience, passion, and humanity, a legacy that continues to inspire fans and drivers alike. Ayrton Senna was more than a driver. He was a beacon of inspiration, a symbol of perseverance, and a man who left an indelible mark on motorsport and humanity. His victories on the track were matched only by his dedication to making the world a better place, especially for the children of Brazil. His tragic death didn't just shake the racing world, it united people across countries and cultures in mourning a hero who lived with unmatched passion. Even today, the echoes of Senna's life resonate. The safety measures that protect drivers, the competitive spirit of Formula One, and the countless lives improved by his foundation all stand as a testament to his enduring impact. Ayrton Senna may have left us on that fateful day in Imola, but his legacy will forever live on in the hearts of fans and the history of the sport. If you want to hear more motorsport stories, please consider subscribing. And if you're intrigued by racing's raw intensity, check out our video on Kimi Räikkönen. Thanks for watching, and let's honor Ayrton's legacy by remembering not just the champion, but the man behind the wheel.